Just beware, you can get squirted here.
This old cyst is doing exactly as I hoped it wouldn't, but kind of expected, bleeding really well from a nice big vessel there. So I really had to take my time and find it. Got to hemostat that and get a good grip on it. Okay. Just be careful. Even though I think it's a lipoma, it might be a cyst. So I'm gonna block myself. I was mistaken. Oh, it's a cyst. Get me a kidney basin, please. You never know when you cut into a bump what is exactly going to be in there. This is a cyst, and it's about to blow. Like oatmeal. Yours is like oatmeal.
Looks exactly like oatmeal.
It does. Just need some brown sugar or something, I don't know.
Some cinnamon.
Some cinnamon. I tried to aspirate some contents from a syringe, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. The reason that I thought it was a lipoma was because I could not imagine a cyst being that big and being right there on his shoulder. I thought for sure if that was a cyst, he would have popped it by then. Now, the only issue with these cysts is you gotta get the whole sac out
Right,
now.
yeah.
So the sac is very thin-walled, but now it's pretty much flat. That's a good thing. All right, could take that away. Good. Just see this one. All right, see, so that's all the inside of the cyst right there. And so your cyst, because it was so big, it started to fall apart. I mean, like liquefy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's why it was so soft. All right, let's get this off. Oh. Sorry, that was you. Excuse you. It's called a cyst poot.
That don't sound good.
A cyst poot is sometimes when you remove contents from the skin and the skin is a little bit floppy, it can make noises. And so, yes, sometimes you get cyst poots.
During the procedure, I heard a little whoop. It pooted. Some type of poot, she called it.
That looks pretty good. Looking pretty. Now, take a look here. The stitches.
Man, that is really good work.
Yeah, well, it's good.
I mean, all my grain lines up.
Yeah, all your grain lines up. Yeah, yes, you do. Of course.
Yeah.
Well, you want to see something else? Look.
That does look like oatmeal.
It does.
Look like oatmeal with a little bit of red dye.
Yeah, a little strawberry jam in it.
Every time I see a bowl of oatmeal now, I'm gonna think about my visit to Dr. Lee because it looks just like a bowl of oatmeal.
This looks beautiful. This is gonna look nice. You're gonna be a new man.
It looks great. I mean, it really does. Work is gonna be no worries now. I won't have to worry about my lump being in the way. I'll be able to go underneath the houses, go into attic houses now without any worry in the world now about a rupture in it. You need to put that one on a billboard.
Yeah, we do.
Best doctor's appointment I've ever had in my life, to be honest with you.
All right, darling, you're the best.
No, you're the best, Doc. You are the best. Look at that.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
What am I doing? I'm just drawing on you. Do you not want to do this? Yami's here for me to remove a pretty big lump at the base of her neck, but I can tell she's really getting nervous and she's having some second thoughts. Keep breathing, okay? Just make sure you get good oxygen in your lungs, okay? All I'm gonna do is put this gauze on you here, and you might feel just one little baby pinch here. It's not too bad, right?
I don't want to die.
Oh my God, don't even talk like that.
The last time that I was this nervous was maybe when I went on my first date, maybe.
Oh, tell me about this first date. When I have a patient as nervous as Yami, I like to use talkesthesia. I talk to patients and ask them open-ended questions so they are really distracted from what I'm doing. Did you really like it?
No, I mean, not really, you know. I mean, he was a cool guy, but it's just, he looked like a spoon, you know, like
a
it was,
spoon?
Yeah, like a big head and skinny, I don't know.
I just lost my bet. This is not a lipoma, this is a cyst. You have a cyst here. That's good, it's gonna pop out.
It's a cyst.
Yes.
Yes.
It's got little flecks in it, like chives. Are you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm relieved. I'm relieved.
Good, there's still more coming. I've never seen cyst contents like Yami's. I mean, hers looked like grits with chives. Here's that hard bit, right? It's stuck right here. Now I have to figure out this hard knot under the skin. I've got to figure out what it is, and I've got to figure out a way to get it out. Let's see if I have to loosen this little bit right here. It's like you've got a little coin under here. You're doing great. You're doing great. That's that hard bit right there. We'll take a look at in a little bit. All right. You got anything you want to put in here, precious in here? No extra change?
No. That's funny.
Yami's surgery was actually pretty fun, and I think that scar line's gonna be really well hidden in her clavicle. That thick kind of scar, that bump that she felt, I'm certainly gonna send that to pathology just to make sure it's nothing to be concerned about. The flecks, I don't know exactly what they are. I'm interested in seeing what they look like under the microscope.
Oh my God. It's out. Thank you.
Look at how beautiful your neck is.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's so
Both
pretty.
of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, it looks beautiful. You're awesome.
I looked at the mirror for the first time and I saw a new person in me. A new person with a new confidence. You changed my life. Thank you. Oh, the exotic dancing thing is kind of like a temporary thing. The cyst stopped me from becoming the backup dancer, but now that I have this removed, I feel like I could do whatever I want. I feel like I could finally pursue my goals. Like, I feel unstoppable. Oh my God, it looks so much better.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, just a little baby pinch here, right kind of where we went already. You okay?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't feel anything. I'll have plenty of numbing if you need it. You okay? You see, you don't feel anything, right?
No.
Good. Like, I feel like you still don't trust me yet. You're like, not yet. I think it's a cyst, but I think it's a water balloon cyst.
A water balloon cyst?
It's like filled with liquid. That's why they're soft like that.
Okay.
Wow, how does a cyst not pop? Just takes a little delicate movements here for me to do this. What are you gonna do with that? How it's stuck to him like that, huh? It's a pilar cyst. They kind of break down over time, the larger that they get, and that kind of thing is just waiting to pop. It's almost like it's a ticking time bomb. I have to really be careful. If I puncture it, a big water bomb under there can make a big old mess. Plus, if there's bleeding involved, then I'm in big trouble. I'm essentially trying to de-scalp your cyst. Sometimes it doesn't get it.
You must be sopping it up. I don't feel anything
It's
wrong.
not, I'm heading it off of the pass. If I have a bunch of those, then it's a problem.
I'm just trying to be...
I know you are. I might get it open, and then that would mean game over, like in terms of me keeping this whole. Okay, let's see if we can't detach this whole thing.
It's not hooked to my brain, is it?
So the galea, which is like the one last little attachment to the scalp or below it, sometimes likes to ooze on us, so. On the scalp, on the cranium, there is another special layer of skin. It's called the galea aponeurosis, and it's really the layer that is closest to the skull. And in Dennis's case, when I'm lifting this big tumor really off of his scalp, I'm seeing a lot more bleeding there. So I'm really trying to be very meticulous and cauterizing areas and even tying off blood vessels as I see them.
You guys doing all right?
I just tied off a little baby blood vessel under there because it was oozing. Let's see if I can tie that off a little bit here. Sometimes it's hard to get them. I gotta take my time here with this because it's so big under here. I gotta make sure I get these little vessels here. It's not gonna be easy.
Oh my gosh.
I'm here with Dennis. He's got 4 big bumps, the biggest of which I'm removing first. It's like a water balloon cyst. I have to be very meticulous here. There's a lot of bleeding going on underneath and actually requiring me to tie off some vessels. This is a really kind of laborious process, a very slow process, but it is very necessary because I don't want him to have bleeding under here. That'll cause a lot of problems. I am still pulling, but I do think that we've gone far here. We're almost there. Just don't bleed on me or anything, okay? We're getting so close, and you're behaving so well. I can feel it's like just a little bit left. Done. I was able to remove the entire cyst, and I'm really pretty proud of myself that I removed it in one piece without rupturing it, even though this one was pretty big. No way. Pretty much 2 pounds.
I feel much better now.
So that was a big one. I didn't know what we were getting into.
Well, hopefully the other ones won't be this much trouble.
Well, I think we might need to split this up a little bit.
Oh, no.
So we'll tackle the other 3 in a couple days. I know that I said that I'd be able to do these all today, but because there was a lot of oozing, I'm really concerned that he could develop a hematoma there. And oftentimes when you're a little older too, sometimes you're more prone to bleeding more easily. So I really think it's a better idea for me to do this one today and have him come back another day for me to remove the rest. Hi, Donna.
I still see one left.
Yes, we did this one on its own.
Wow. I got back there and I could still see lumps. And I didn't know what to think, but one of my biggest prayers was to have the big one gone.
You want to see what came out?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, you want to see your friend that came off?
No.
For real.
Honest to gosh.
Look, it's like gold. Look at it.
Oh my God.
Whew, good thing you got that out whole.
Yes, can you imagine what a mess it would have made?
All the years that I told him he had a big water balloon back there, I was right.
It's still filling it up. Now it's just a little sack.
The good news is I'm happy that Dr. Lee is taking care of the large cyst. When I move my head like this, nothing keeps moving. The bad news is Dr. Lee can't remove the other 3 right now.
We'll see you in 2 days, and we're gonna get rid of the other 3, that is.
I hope so. I want the other ones.
Yes.
You did such a good job. I want the others.
I'm glad we did this one on its own, though. Okay, I'll see you soon. That was a big incision. Things can go wrong, so I really want to keep a close eye on it, and hopefully we can proceed in the next couple of days.
The worst one's over with.
I know that the other 3 were not gonna be 5-minute jobs, so I'm more anxious coming back because there's 3 instead of 1, but I just want all of these gone.
So I'm just gonna numb this side first. I wanna remove this big cluster of cysts that Joe has, and I'm gonna start with the one that is lowest, and this is a very vascular area. It's a good strategy for me to remove the lowest one first so that the blood from it, if it's dripping, doesn't drip into other cysts and kind of obscure my vision. Chloe's getting lessons that are not even in the textbook. This is cyst smarts. Let's do that big mama here first. Did you want to see too?
Yes, I was.
Oh, you do? Look, she's like, before you even finished answering that question. We're really trying to remove the areas that have less hair because it's stretched. You can hear me here moving around. Gonna hear a buzzing sound, but you shouldn't feel anything other than us touching you here, okay? The bleeding with this big cyst is not as bad as I was expecting, and I do really enjoy popping them out intact. But sometimes when the cyst is older, they are often really stuck to the scalp at a wider base, and I don't like to just cut underneath there blindly. So in this case, I decided to really make an incision and pop some of the contents out. Chloe's lucky because I don't think I learned any of these until I was on the job myself. It's just got a lot of sludge in it. Cement. Ooh, splash there. Okay, let's do a little scooperoo. Careful there. Okay, under there. That was it. That was the squeeze part. So, Chloe, so you can see the deflated balloon here.
It's like she's taking out a piece of your brain.
Now, let's do that second one there. I'm moving on to the next closest cyst, and this one is smaller, so in my book, that probably means that it's younger, so hopefully it really hasn't planted its feet into the scalp. Just pushing against you. That's it, that's all.
It's out. Not fully.
That
but...
was like you having a baby.
Yep.
Oh my
There's your little
gosh.
kidney bean. The second cyst came out pretty easily, so hopefully I'll be able to move on and get rid of all of his cysts and not have too much of a problem. So I'm just gonna see whether it's liquid in there actually first, so. This is an older cyst, I suspect, and it feels like it's under pressure. If I were to cut this open, it could really make a big old mess. So I'm going to release the cyst. By doing this, I'm showing Chloe a really important lesson: how not to get hit.
Ooh, that looks like brown sludge.
Yeah.
All right. Just beware, you can get squirted here. This old cyst is doing exactly as I hoped it wouldn't, but kind of expected, bleeding really well from a nice big vessel there. So I really had to take my time and find it. Gotta hemostat that and get a good grip on it, because if this takes me a long time, I'm not gonna be able to remove the other cysts. Let me see, is it oozing under there? Yeah, it wants to ooze on me. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remove his oldest cyst here, and this one is proving to be a little bit more of a problem. It likes to bleed a lot. So this is a really good lesson for Chloe, because she can see that not all these cysts are so easy, and some of them are fighters. I'm just trying to get him without having any oozers too much.
This guy was maybe
like
the
today.
worst.
Okay, let's take a look at that whole thing. That's number 3. 10 hours later, I removed the third cyst, and interestingly, he's got a couple little satellite cysts, and they were hiding under there. I'm gonna use the existing incision and just pop it out from the edge. It's almost like two giant tonsil stones. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a cute one. And since he's a oozer. All right, they're all gone. Wow, Chloe really got to see the full range of what we see in cyst removals, especially pilar cysts. You got to see a really perfect one that I had to really fight with, one that was filled with liquid, one that was bleeding a lot. This was really a masterclass in cyst extraction. Okay, let's take a look at your head.
Wow.
It is bumpy.
It's nowhere near as bumpy as it was.
You did great. I'll go ahead, I'm gonna send this to pathology. No, you did great.
Thank you for letting me watch.
Well, that was your favorite part.
That
I think,
was-
too. Yes. Take care, okay?
It's awesome.
If Mom were here, she would want to be celebrating.
No, she would. She'd want to celebrate it for sure. I'm just glad that you've been here, and hopefully you learned something through it too, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be here for you.
Good. I'm glad. Having Chloe here with me makes me very happy. It was a lot like having Becky here in a way. So it meant a lot to me. It means a lot to me to have her here with me. It's been a journey, and it'll continue to be, so.
Well, at least it's like a ray of sunshine in a dark place.
Yeah, that's true. It's definitely been a ray of sunshine, so we appreciate it. Having these bumps taken off my head will be the start of a new journey for sure. And I appreciate Dr. Lee for allowing us to be a part of it all, for being a part of it with us.